Hi, this is Parag here from the social media platform for all PAYE workers and their employers to get answers to their payroll, tax, PAYE and other work-related questions. The Facebook group and page are called Payroll Matters in Ireland, and new members are always welcome. Today I want to talk to you about auto-enrolment, where you'll get all your questions answered. And this video is taken from a publication by the Department of Social Protection, which was published on the 11th of September 2024. What is auto-enrolment? Auto-enrolment is a new retirement savings scheme which people will automatically be enrolled in once they meet certain requirements. It has been set up to provide a retirement plan for people without a work or private pension to save for retirement. Why auto-enrolment is being introduced? There are two main reasons. Not many people have work or private pensions and will only depend on the state pension when they retire. This means that they may experience a drop in income when they retire, which could lead to a fall in their standard of living. Ireland has an ageing population. In the future, there will be fewer people of working age to support the retired population. To make sure people have enough money when they retire, it is important that people start saving for their future now. When will auto-enrolment be introduced? Auto-enrolment is expected to begin in 2025. Who will be automatically enrolled? You must meet these conditions to be automatically enrolled. Be aged between 23 and 60. Earn more than €20,000 per year. Not currently be paying into a work or private pension through payroll. Who will run the auto-enrolment retirement saving system? Auto-enrolment will be run and managed by a new independent body set up by the Department of Social Protection called the National Automatic Enrolment Retirement Savings Authority, NAERSA. How auto-enrolment will be regulated? The auto-enrolment scheme will be supervised by the Pensions Authority. It will have statutory independence and will be governed by a board of directors. The Financial Services and Pensions Ombudsman services will also be available to participants. Here are some questions that employees may like answers to. If I'm working and drawing down a pension, will I still be enrolled? Income from pensions will not be assessed for eligibility. However, you will be automatically enrolled if you are working as an employee aged between 23 and 60, earn €20,000 or more through your employment, and if you or your employer are not currently contributing to a supplementary pension through payroll. If my earnings go below €20,000 a year, will I stay in the scheme? If you have been enrolled and your earnings subsequently go below €20,000 per year, you will stay in the scheme. Will auto-enrolment replace the state pension? No. Auto-enrolment is designed to increase people's retirement savings. It will provide a new way for workers to save for their future. The purpose is to supplement the state pension and not to replace it. If you already have a work pension or personal pension, if you already have a pension that you are actively paying into through payroll, that means directly from your payslip, you are not eligible for the scheme. If you have more than one job and the additional jobs do not have a pension scheme into which you or your employer are contributing to through payroll, then you will be automatically enrolled for those jobs if your combined wages are more than €20,000. If you used to contribute to a state pension but don't anymore, if you are no longer contributing to a work or personal pension and you meet the other requirements, you will be automatically enrolled. Can employees keep contributing to their personal pension and be eligible for auto-enrolment? Any employment where you are not contributing to a personal or occupational pension through payroll and you meet the other eligibility criteria, you will be automatically enrolled. Any employment where you are contributing to a personal or occupational pension through payroll, you will not be eligible for the scheme for that employment. However, if you have another employment for which you are not contributing to a pension through payroll, you may be enrolled in respect of that employment. If you are auto-enrolled and later start contributing to a personal or occupational pension through payroll, that employment will become exempt from auto-enrolment and any overlapping contributions will be refunded. All employee, employer and state contributions until that time will remain invested in your savings pot. How will the NAE-RSA know that an employee has a private pension? The NAE-RSA will not be able to tell if you have a private pension plan that you are contributing to outside of payroll. If you meet the eligibility criteria, you will be automatically enrolled. Therefore, it is up to you to decide whether to continue contributing to both. Should employees cancel their personal pension so they can automatically be enrolled? We cannot advise if auto-enrolment of your current personal pension is better suited to your situation. The best option for you depends on your own circumstances, taking into account factors like tax relief, contributions, amount and charges, and ancillary benefits. Will employees be able to take out a private pension after being automatically enrolled? It will be possible to remain a participant in the auto-enrolment scheme and pay contributions to another pension scheme outside of the payroll system. Can employees get the state top-up in my occupational or personal pension? No. The state will top up contributions in the auto-enrolment scheme at a rate of €1 for every €3 the employee contributes. This is equivalent to 25% tax relief. Other pension schemes will continue to be supported by tax relief, which can reach up to 40% depending on your earnings level. What happens to your savings if you opt out? Contributions that are not refunded, including the employer and state contributions, will stay in your savings pot and will continue to be invested on your behalf. So even if you opt out, you'll still have a pot to draw down or access at the retirement age of 66. Are there penalties if employees keep opting out? No, there will be no penalties for employees who continuously opt out of the scheme. Security of your savings. Your auto-enrolment pot will not be guaranteed by the state. This is the same as any other pension or savings plan. The state, through auto-enrolment, is helping you save for your retirement, but the funds do not belong to the state. Each individual participant will build up their own pot of money that belongs to them. The state will not have any claim over that money and will not have any right in the future to use it for any purpose. It will always be your personal property, accessible at the retirement age of 66. The state is taking a number of steps to ensure that the money invested on your behalf stays as safe as possible, including choosing low-risk investments in the default strategy, supervision by the Pensions Authority, using only regulated funds for investing your savings, contracting only with reputable investment companies that are fully regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland. What happens if you stop working? If you stop working at any time before state pension age, you will stay enrolled but won't make any contributions. Instead, your savings will continue to be invested for you. If and when you start to work again, you will begin making contributions as long as you are not paying into a supplementary or occupational pension with your new job and still meet the eligibility criteria. What happens if you immigrate? If you immigrate, your savings pot will continue to be invested and you will have access to it at state pension age. All employee, employer and state contributions until that time will remain in your savings pot and all contributions will cease. If you return to Ireland to work, you may be enrolled again if you meet the criteria at that time. Whether you can claim tax relief on your contributions? No, however, the state top-up is equivalent to 25% tax relief. If your employer doesn't pay the contributions, there are protections in the legislation to ensure that your employer must make contributions on your behalf. If they do not, they may be subject to fines and repayments with interest. Will I have to pay fees? Charges will be set and explained near the launch date. Employees will be able to view fees on their annual statement that will be accessible online. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with more helpful videos.